Welcome to the very first rebuild challenge of FIFA 22. Here on the REDVIBE YouTube channel, we are taking a huge, gargantuan club, hopefully to glory in this episode, as we take Barcelona under our wing as the club that we want to rebuild. Now, there are rules to this rebuild challenge, guys. We can't just go into this Barcelona career mode and just spend whatever money we want on whoever we want. There are rules and guidelines we have to follow to make it interesting and also to make it a challenge for ourselves. That's why it's called the rebuild challenge. So here are the rules. I can only make up to 3 signings in the first summer transfer window. We can make an additional 1 signing in the winter transfer window if we want to. We can only promote 1 player from the youth academy each season. The entire season then is simulated with the exception of the last competitive game. Sometimes that last game will be all important and sometimes, of course, it won't. That all depends on how well we've done on the sim throughout the season. When we play that last game, it must be on legendary difficulty. And finally, your job, guys, is to let me know how I did in the comments, give me a rating out of 10, and let me know if potentially we need a second season with the club to get that 10 out of 10 rebuild done. So there you have it, guys. Those are the rules. Now, Barcelona, I actually think this is going to be one of the more difficult rebuilds we can possibly do. While we have a lot of money, £111 million there in the transfer budget, we are now entering the post-Lionel Messi era when you control Barcelona in FIFA. And of course, Barcelona in real life as well. It's difficult. Aging players, aging legendary players, Pk, Sergio Busquets, these guys, we're going to have to find replacements for them. And as you just found out, guys, we only have 3 or 4 potential transfers that we can make throughout the entire season. So it's going to have to be the right players that we bring in. So the first thing we want to do, guys, when we enter a rebuild is assess the squad. So I have gone for this false 9 mold for this Barcelona squad. I think this is the future for Barcelona. I think this is going to bring us success. So let's talk about the front 3. Ansu Fati, probably the world's greatest 18, 19-year-old youngster. I think he is going to be like near the new Mbappe, Messi levels. He's going to be the next one to really reach that centre stage, in my belief. So I think Fati is going to have to start the season, and I think he'll grow hopefully to the mid-80s across the season. We also have Depay, who of course is a centre forward. We've converted him up to that. I think he'll be brilliant there. Really good eye for a goal, great player. Dembele is currently our right winger, maybe a position I will look to replace. In the midfield, we've got a world-class midfielder here in Frankie de Jong. We have the world-class CDM still going at the age of 33, Sergio Busquets, who definitely needs an apprentice. We need to get Busquets an apprentice so he can spend his last few years at the club teaching a young upcoming CDM what the deal is, okay? And then we've got Pedri, who, much like Ansu Fati, is one of the world's most highly rated 18-year-old players. Of course, Barcelona are trying to rebuild anyway. They've got a little bit of the foundations there, Pedri and Fati being those main foundations. And the back 4 aging a little bit, Alba, Lenglet, Pk and Roberto. They're not young. It's not a young back 4. I think we can get away with keeping a few of them, but we might have to sign a defender or 2. Remember, guys, we only have 4 total transfers throughout the entire season, and Barcelona need instant success. We need to win either a title or a Champions League title this season, and ideally both. We have currently 136 mil in the bank. It's not a bad amount to have in the bank by any stretch of the imagination. I think that we can definitely make this Barcelona team once again an unforgettable, iconic squad. And things are starting to happen in the transfer market, guys. We have loaned out our first player in Naki Pena, who's going to agree a 2-year loan move to Stade Rennes. We have 2 good keepers, 2 great keepers actually at the club in Ter Stegen and Neto, so it's not really going to affect us. And our pre-season tournament, guys, was the American Challenge Cup. We entered the group with Man United, Sao Paulo and Atlanta. We won the group with a perfect record. Through to the semi-finals, we beat Juventus on penalties. Then we faced Manchester United in the final, where unfortunately we narrowly lost 2-1. So we always sim the preseason tournament, guys. That gave us, I think total prize money was like 10 million. So we must have got something around 7 or 8 million for winning that tournament added to our transfer budget. Are you ready for the first Barcelona signing, everybody? Please welcome to the club, Serge Gnabry, who moves for 56.5 million. A bit of a bargain if you ask me, from Bayern Munich. I actually think this is a discounted price based on the fact that he has the injury-prone trait. He's 26 years old, a Champions League winner. We've been talking about how we want instant success back at Barcelona. Barcelona are a club that needs to be challenging for Champions Leagues and leagues every season, and Serge Gnabry is certainly going to help us hopefully achieve that goal. Now, even though he is injury prone, I now have 3 wingers to choose from. I've got Ansu Fati, arguably the world's best young winger under 20. We've got Ousmane Dembele on the right-hand side, who is, again, 24 years old and absolutely top class, top draw player. We've also now got Serge Gnabry, who's going to come straight on the bench for Martin Braithwaite, and that instantly improves us a lot. In fact, Gnabry, Dembele, you're dropped. Gnabry, you're in. Dembele, you've got to earn that spot back because we have just made a fantastic signing. He's a winner through and through, and I'm hoping that he's going to help Barcelona achieve some great things. The season's about to kick off, guys. We've made our second capture of the episode just before our first match, and guess who's arrived? It's Youri Tielemans. £62.2 million we paid for this man from Leicester City. What a signing this would be in real life for Tielemans. I think Liverpool after him in real life. He actually strikes me as a bit of a Barcelona-esque kind of player, you know, a midfielder, quite dynamic, very good technique, and eye for goal as well, which we're kind of missing in this team right now from the midfield. I mean, De Jong's not bad with his shooting. You can see overall he's only got 69 shooting there. Our other player who was in there was Pedri at 65 shooting, so again, not a massive eye for goal. Coutinho has got an eye for goal, but he's not overall going to grow beyond an 82 very much. So we need somebody who's younger, and Tielemans is 24 years old, and someone who's young and has an eye for goal, basically, in a nutshell. And this guy has it in abundance. Passing, shooting, dribbling, this man's got it all, and he can even slot in at CDM if he needs to for an aging Sergio Busquets, who has gone down at the age of 33 to an 85 rated at the moment, but that is already looking like a much stronger squad, including the bench guys as well, going into this season. We've got one more signing in the summer transfer window up our sleeves, plus the potential additional signing in January. For now, though, I think those are 2 very cute signings. Lots of room to grow over the season as well. 85 and 84 rated players straight in the squad. Are they going to end up maybe at 87, 88 rated by the end of the season? I hope so. They suit the style that we're going for. I'm happy with those captures. Let's go into the season now. Our first game coming up against Real Sociedad. We're just about to kick off the season. Let's have a look at our tactics going into the season. So we're actually going to reduce this width down to 40, I think, because we want to play with Ansu Fati and Dembele or Gnabry quite narrow so that they have goal scoring opportunities in a similar way to how Messi is kind of an inside forward. Of course, this is the post-Messi era, as we mentioned, but we're going to go a little bit narrower on our balanced game sheet, our game plan. We're going to go pressure on heavy touch for our defensive style, which is kind of a pressing type of tactic, and our build-up play is going to be balanced with possession-based chance creation. We do have a 4-2-4 ultra-attacking, constant pressure, fast build-up game plan to go to in-game if we need to. I mean, we're not going to be playing any games until the very end, but hopefully the AI, the sim, knows to go to it if we are in a pinch or if we do want to go and attack and go for the kill. So those are our tactics for the season. We have our first game coming up. Let's catch you at the end of August or when we make our next signing. He's arrived, our third and final signing of the summer transfer window. It's Declan Rice, the probably best young CDM in Europe, I would say. Arrives from West Ham for 33.7 million, plus we let Philippe Coutinho go the other way to West Ham. So they've got an abundance now of attacking midfielders. You think Lanzini, Fornals, they've got Benrahma, so many players, Vlasic, and now they've also got Coutinho. That balance at West Ham, not great, but not really our concern. We have acquired one of the, like I said, hottest prospects in CDM in world football, probably, again, the best, and he's going to be our number 8 this season. He is going to now be, like I said earlier, the apprentice to Sergio Busquets, and gradually fill that man's boots. So let's have a look at our squad going into the first half of the season. This is now unchangeable. We can sell players still, but we cannot acquire any more players. That is our starting lineup, guys. Rating-wise, looking good. Personnel-wise, looking absolutely fantastic. We probably, we're not in the dizzy heights of Suarez, Messi, Neymar in terms of the rating up top. However, all of these guys, young players, hungry players who are going to eventually improve their rating and get more towards that golden era, which we've never seen anything like before when we had Messi, Suarez and Neymar and the likes up front. We do have a really solid midfield now. De Jong, Tielemans and Busquets, with Declan Rice here on the bench looking to step in, as well as Pedri, again one of the hottest prospects in midfield in European football. And then at the back we do again have a slightly aging back four. Maybe we'll bring in a defender in the January transfer window if our finances allow it. We have Alba, Lenglet, Pk and Roberto at the back with ter Stegen in goal. So it's a very good squad. Our bench again looking so solid. We have definitely improved this Barcelona side. Can we beat Atletico, Real Madrid, Villarreal, Valencia, all the big Spanish names to the top of the league this season? Let's find out. Let's start our season and see how we do month by month. The transfer window is about to close very soon and we finally sold our first player. A shame really. Samuel Umtiti at one point, sort of circa Euro 2016, around that era, was one of the best centre-backs in world football. Obviously was involved in the France World Cup win as well, I believe. And we've just sold him for £17.9 million. And I believe this man had the potential to be sold, if he was ever going to be sold, for like 80 mil, something like that. But unfortunately, it hasn't worked out over the last couple of years. He hasn't been on form as much as he was in previous years, and we've just sold him. He can move on to pastures new. We have some really good upcoming young centre-backs to fill the void of PK, etc. when he retires. Again, another 33-year-old player at the club. But yeah, Samuel Umtiti, we are going to cash in for him. That takes our total transfer budget all the way up to 38, well, that's going to be about 45 million once we adjust the wage budget. Remember, we can only sign one more player. No player's going to take 400 grand off of you, I don't think. So we're probably going to be, probably about 45 million pounds to the good, something along those lines. Yeah, look at that. I mean, we could even maybe stretch it to 50. So a lot of money, maybe more players to be sold as well. But that is possibly all the business that we're going to do this transfer window. And it's deadline day, guys. Let's see if we can get any business done. A few players that we have on the transfer list. No bids have come in for them yet. And again, FIFA 22, a lot harder to get deals done for exiting players. We'll see if anything pops up in the next few hours and go from there. We have a loan offer for Puig. I don't want to accept that. All right, and that concludes deadline day, everybody. We have made no more sales and obviously no more signings. Let's have a look at how we did. You can see here, little sneak preview, we've only got 3 points from our first 3 games, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, they weren't exactly the most difficult of fixtures. I mean, they weren't easy either. We beat Sociedad, which was a good result. We then lost to Athletic Club Bilbao, which was not good, but kind of understandable if you get one of those, like a blip game per season. And then though, at home at the Nou Camp, we did lose to Getafe 2-1, which was a really bad result. We cannot afford basically any more of those throughout the season, because we know teams like Atletico, Real Madrid, etc. will be they'll just be on better form than we've just shown in that opening month there. We have some really tough games coming up. Sevilla, we've got some Champions League games as well against Bayern Munich and the likes, Levante, Benfica in the Champions League as well. So no easy games. Let's see if we can hopefully get a better points return and do well in the Champions League group stage as well. Oh no, okay, this was the risk of signing an injury-prone player. Serge Gnabry out for 7 weeks, which means he's going to miss 4, 5, 6 games, maybe more. That's really annoying. He's got a dislocated shoulder. I mean, we were looking at other wingers potentially, Sterling. We were looking at even Harvey Barnes, players like that. We did end up going with Gnabry. Hopefully that's his first and last injury of the season, but that could be an issue. I hope it's not in the long term. We do have Ousmane Dembele to come in. Oh, guys, it's not a great September in the league. We have lost to, I don't even know who that team on the 18th is. That's how bad that loss is. I'm sorry to disrespect that club. I'm sure it's a fantastic club, but we've lost against those. We've lost against Levante. Both of those fixtures at home. We've also lost in the Champions League against Bayern Munich. We are picking up a bit of form though. Well, I say picking up a bit of form. We're inconsistent. We've ended off the month with a win against Benfica in the Champions League, which puts that kind of back on track after that initial loss against Bayern. Lost against Bayern, sorry. But that is not a great month. It really isn't. We need to pick it up now, boys. It's got to go like that. Upwards trajectory from here. Come on, guys. All right, we're at the end of October. It's Halloween. Oh, just a little bonus content for you guys there. You know what? We're improving, okay? End of October now. We are on the spooky day of Halloween right now. And we have actually managed to not lose to both Atletico and Real Madrid. Both the Madrids in that month, which, do you know what? After our first 2 months, sorry, that's actually a fairly decent achievement. We got an away draw in the Champions League against Dinamo someone, and we won the rest of our games, including a game there against Valencia, which is big. So, you know, 5 points out of the Atletico, Real Madrid, and Valencia games is pretty big, and we won the rest of our league games. So, we're getting better, we're improving. That's the progress I want to see. And we continue our good form into November, guys. We got a perfect record in the league. We also got a Champions League win in there. We did unfortunately narrowly lose 3-2 there at the Nou Camp to Bayern Munich. But we are second in the group. We do have one more game left in the Champions League in December. It's not as busy as the English December by any stretch of the imagination. We only have 4 fixtures. Normally, if you do an English career mode, you probably have like 7 or 8 games in December, so that's refreshing, that's different to see. But we have to win this Champions League game now away against Benfica, which is going to be really tough, and that will decide on whether or not we qualify to the knockouts. That's a big, big game for us. Lovely stuff, a perfect month in December. Now, that would mean more again in the English leagues because there'd be so many games that we would have won. We do win, though, all 4 of our games in this Barcelona season. We got a really important 3-0 away win at Benfica there in the Champions League, which I was kind of half not expecting, but I'm really glad that we managed to pull that off. And it seems like as the season's progressing, we're picking up consistency, and these are the exact signs that I wanted to see from this Barcelona team. So we're about to enter the January transfer window, guys. Let's have a look at the league table, where surprisingly we're 4th. Real Madrid on equal points with us, but they have got a slightly better goal difference. It's Athletic Club Bilbao who are at the top of the league, 42 points. It is a very narrow top 5 really, which you do tend to see a close title race most seasons in La Liga. And it is, again, a 4-point gap between us and the top of the table. So it's really a battle between those 5 clubs you see at the top of the league there. Who can be the most consistent and basically the best team out of those 5 from now until the end of the season? Maybe we're going to make a difference by making an amazing January transfer window signing. I don't know who that's going to be yet, or even what position that's going to be yet. But we are sitting on about £50 million. So it's potentially going to be a really, really good player if we do decide to sign someone. We also might sell some more players, so there is also that to consider. Let's see what we do. So as we enter the 1st of January, guys, a couple of things to update you on. Demir, who we haven't really been playing, has been recalled by SK Rapid Vienna. I guess in real life that must be a loan to buy situation because he's like a 69 rated or something. He starts the career as that. So that's a bit weird. Luke de Jong also going back to Sevilla. So his loan expires again. We're not really using a formation where he benefits or he really plays, so we don't really care about that. And then Gonzalez has left on loan, and we've also sold permanently Musa Wague, who's like a fullback. Again, not really good enough to trouble our starting 11, get anywhere near that. So good to cash in for him. That can maybe make the difference between, you know, signing a really, really good player that we want. 4.5 mil is 4.5 mil, you know what I mean? Rating wise, guys, have a look at that starting 11 now. We have a 90 rated CM in De Jong, so he is world class, elite level, cream of the crop midfielder. We have Tielemans up to an 86. Rice is now starting ahead of Sergio Busquets. Their ratings have kind of swapped, so Rice is now better than Busquets. He's in CDM an 84. PK is currently the captain, and he's gone down to an 82, so maybe a centre-back is one position we could strengthen there. Our forward line's looking good. Again, not the levels of Messi, Neymar, Suarez, etc., but still looking very good. One thing we can do here, guys, we've actually got the option to recall some players from loan. So we've got some really good players we can recall. Pjanic is one of them. We could maybe recall him and then sell him. We've also got even better Trincao and Griezmann potentially to recall. Those guys could be huge for the second part of our season, not only because they're good players, but particularly with Griezmann, we would also be weakening a rival. In fact, you know what? I don't even care. I'm just going to do it. How much is that going to cost me? Not even a mil. I'll do that right now, baby. Trust me, that is coming. He's coming straight back into my squad. We're also going to convert him to a CF. I know it won't take long. 2 weeks. So he will be the competition for Depay, the serious competition for Depay. We can now transfer list Aguero, sell him for circa £30 million as he's 33 years old, and we'll have 2 amazing centre forwards to rotate between. And you know what? We'll do the same for Pjanic because we could maybe sell him. So we'll recall him for 675k. We'll actually instantly transfer list him, and we could get 20-ish million pounds for selling him, so that could be huge. We've also sold Alex Collado for 2.8 million. Again, just accumulative money that will help us when we make our January signing, hopefully. We're about to play the Super Cup here against Real Madrid. Are we going to win that? We do, 1-0, and then we get another Super Cup fixture against Atletico, and we win that as well. Amazing. Okay, that is a great little mid-season bit of glory for us there. That's wonderful news. Oh, guys, controversial here. Sergio Busquets, a Barcelona legend through and through. We're going to sell him for 23.5 million to Atletico Madrid. This was a very hard decision, but trust me, I think it's going to help out in the long run. We now, though, don't really have a backup for Declan Rice in CDM. Tielemans can drop in there. Maybe Eric Garcia can drop in there. But really, that's quite a big loss, and we're going to have to really hedge our bets on signing someone huge now. Another player sold, Matthias Pereira, moves to Norwich in the Premier League. Interesting signing for them. 2.3 million, the total fee. Controversial times, ladies and gentlemen. Inter Milan have just acquired the services of another Barcelona legend who's exited the club. Gerard Pk, £14 million he's gone for. That's him and Sergio Busquets in the same season. I can't even imagine what the fans are going through right now, but trust me, it's going to work out. And this is why we have made our January transfer signing, guys, and it is Matthias De Licht for £88 million, plus we have seen Mingueza go the other way. And he's going to be, hopefully, the player that secures us silverware this season. It's a huge signing. It's a gargantuan signing. £88 million is a massive fee. And he joined some of his compatriots. You look at Depay up front. Of course, you look at De Jong in midfield. We still have a bit of a Dutch theme. Not really working out in real life, but we're going to make it work with De Licht at the back for Barca. And now, unless we sell anyone else, which I kind of can't because my squad's quite small now, this is the squad we're going into the business end of the season with. A 92 rated to Stegen, a back 4. Look at that back 4 right there. Jordi Alba still at an 86. Lenglet and De Licht. What a partnership that's going to be. Roberto on the right. In midfield, amazing. Declan Rice now the Barcelona captain with that leadership trait on FIFA. De Jong and Tielemans ahead of him. And that front 3, Griezmann and Depay to rotate in that central forward role. Dembele, Gnabry, and of course Ansu Fati on the wings as well. Our bench looking really solid. I kind of don't want to sell Aguero anymore. We actually do need to move Depay to the bench ahead of Aguero, but I kind of still don't want to sell him. But that is our squad in its entirety, guys, going into the business end of the season. What can Barcelona do? So January's finished, guys. That squad I just showed you is the final Barcelona squad for the season, and we have come out of a very good month again. We got a few annoying draws in the league, in fact 3 in total, against clubs we should have been beaten. But in the cup we did really well, got some money which helped towards that De Licht signing, and we do now need to press on and basically win most, if not all, of our league games in the remainder of the season. We have a few months left to go. Got some really big games, of course, Champions League games coming up as well. Our knockout game in the Champions League is against Borussia Dortmund, so it's a big second half of the season now. I think I might need to have a break before it, get my head straight. Okay, guys, brand new day, brand new recording session. I feel refreshed, and we have had a fantastic February here. Lots of wins. 1 draw against Valencia there, which may end up costing us the title, maybe, I don't know. Very, very good month overall though. Unbeaten wins, massive wins against Atletico in the early portion of the month there. 1 in the cup, I think that's the Super Cup. 1 in the league, huge. And also a 2-0 win with a clean sheet at home in the Champions League knockout stages against Dortmund. Absolutely massive. Hopefully that draw doesn't mean too much against Valencia on the 19th. But then on the 26th, guys, you can see that we did actually beat Athletic Club 3-0, who at the time were the current league leaders. I don't know if they are anymore, but they certainly were going into the month of February. So that is huge. Oh, March, no! I've just seen that last score there from the Real Madrid game from the El Clasico fixture. 2-1 loss against Madrid. That could be huge in the title race, guys. We said at the beginning of this episode we needed to get a title. That may cost us it. We do progress through to the Champions League quarter-final with a 4-0 aggregate win against Dortmund. I don't know what that cup draw on the 1st against Atletico actually means, but we won our bread and butter games on the 5th and the 13th. It's not bad, but that loss against Real Madrid is going to hurt. Oh, and I've just checked the league, guys. It will. It really will. We've got 9 games left. We're currently 4th. I'm very surprised that we're not in the top 2, but we're not. We're 8 points off the top now. As I say, 9 games to go. And look at that. Real Madrid 3 points ahead of us. Look what that loss against Madrid did for our title charge. We could have been 5 points off, 3 points off the top, 3 points ahead of Real Madrid, but unfortunately that is not how the cookie crumbled. Oh, we just didn't have enough. All right, still got games to go. It's going to be a big last 9 games of this league season. Guys, quick update as well. I was just looking at this squad and we have a really good squad rating-wise, but we didn't have many reserves. I mean, we literally had 2 rows of reserves, so 8 reserves in total. Our backup right winger to Gnabry is Abe, who's a 71 rated. You know, he's not good enough for Barcelona level at this stage in his career. So what we have done, and I apologise to you Wolverhampton Wanderers, but we have recalled Trincao, who's going to come in and hopefully make an impact for the remainder of the season. It cost us about 200k to do that, so actually really cheap, and it might end up really helping us with our squad depth. The drop off now from Gnabry to Trincao is not bad. I actually kind of wish I'd done this earlier, because I think if we'd done it earlier we could have trained him on the development plan, Trincao, and he probably would be like an 80, 81 rated even at this point. But you know, we've still got a positive situation. Can it help us claw back those 8 points at the top of the league? Are you joking? We've lost 3 to Real Madrid there. 3 in the same month we've lost to Real Madrid, guys. The positive news may well end up being that we won all of our league games if we can win this last one here. Let's skip to the first. Did we win this one? We did, 3-2. So we got a perfect month in the league, but it's a disaster to be out of the Champions League. And also, I think that might have been the Super Cup final on the 23rd there, which we lost 3-1 to Real Madrid. 3 losses in the same month to Madrid. Oh, that's not great, is it? So 1 month left, guys. That is going to be the end of our Barcelona season. We have 3 games before we play that last one against Villarreal. If we can win all 3 of these, which we do start off with a win, a draw, and a win. Okay, I don't know if that was enough. Obviously, we have 1 more game left, guys. Let's have a look at this league table now. Is it possible? It might be. It might be. Oh, okay. Okay, so we're 3rd. We're 3rd. Oh, it's very unlikely. If we get a 5-goal overhaul on Atletico Madrid, plus Atletico have to lose, plus Real Madrid have to draw or lose, and Real Madrid are at home to Baptiste, it's very difficult. Look, we can win it. It's not in our hands, but it's still mathematically possible. And by the way, in an extraordinary turn of events, just before we go into this last match of the episode, guys, Sergio Aguero returns to Manchester City at the age of 34 for 28.7 million. He leaves on a free, and then Manchester City sign him at his big old age for almost £30 million. They've got money to just chuck around, haven't they? That's crazy. Absolutely extraordinary events right there. Wow, so our manager rating's gone down to a 53. That can't be good for anybody. Okay, guys, let's have a look at our squad going into this game of the season. So this is the last game we're going to play, obviously, and this is the team that we've earned ourselves over the course of this episode. It's really good. A 92 rated goalkeeper, fantastic centre-backs in Longley and De Licht. Our full-backs, Albert has just gone down by 1, but he's still world class. Declan Rice, our captain, up to an 85. De Jong, a 91 alongside 88 Tielemans in midfield. And that front 3 is electric as well. Again, I've said it before and I'll say it again, not quite on the levels of Messi, Neymar, Suarez, etc. But it's certainly extremely good, especially when you've got Fati and Griezmann on the bench as well. So I think we can win this game. Again, it's mathematically possible, so we have to make sure we do our job. We're on legendary difficulty, guys, as you know. Let's get the win and see what happens. That's all we can do. All right, here we go. It's Frankie de Jong. 91 rating, this man. Look at him bursting through there into the box. Look at him. Frankie de Jong takes it. Good block from Mandy. Chance here. Alcacer sweeps it over for Coquelin. It does fall back to Gerard Moreno. Very dangerous striker at this level, as is Martins as a winger. He's done me. And it's in the box to Gerard Moreno, who scores. Of course he does. What a finish from Gerard Moreno. Not how we wanted to start things off here. It's this camera angle. I'm not used to it, guys, but still. Great finish from him. No complaints, really. They worked the space. They earned it. Sold me defensively there. And lots of space for Gerard Moreno. Good finish. All right, here's Gnabry. Tielemans looking for the run. Oh, it's poor. Really poor from Tielemans there. Wow. Can't believe it was that bad. Look at this from Barca. Play it through. Frankie de Jong. Who's that? Depay! Come on! Yes! We needed that. We really needed that. I'm struggling. I'm really struggling. I don't know if it's the camera angle. I don't know what it is. I'm struggling to break them down in comparison to my Charlton career mode. However, that was a fantastic move. Little through ball there. Depay. Great shot with his left foot. Had a little bit more time, actually. Look how quickly he took this. Looked like he broke his left ankle there, but we'll take it. 1-1, game on. Oh, by the way, wasn't Depay, it was Tielemans. Who knew? Uh-oh. Get that tackle. Oh, it's a great finish from Alcacer. Why can't we get a tackle in there, boys? Come on. We've just scored and we've let it all go to waste again. Good finish. Look at this. They worked it. A little back heel. Through the middle. Loads of space. Who's my number 15? Might be Alba. Didn't do well enough there. It's actually Longley. Just didn't do well enough there. Good finish though again. Is Alcacer again. He's having such a good game against us today. Good tackle. Falls to Coquelin. Moreno again. What a save from ter Stegen. Get there. Come on, Roberto, man. You've got to be better than this, Barca. You have to be. All right, half-time here, guys. 2-1 to Villarreal. We've got to turn this around and quickly because this is not the result we needed. Let's have it. Real Madrid are drawing. Wait, where's Atletico? I can't go down. Wait, where are they? They're winning, but they are away to Sociedad. So that could still change. Guys, we have to win our game here. We have to. All right, we've changed the camera angle to co-op. I think this might help me. Here's Gerard Moreno. Coquelin. Is he playing right mid today? Crosses it. Too much space for Gelson. Martins here. Good save to Stegen. Parejo with a good corner. Away from Frankie de Jong. Get out to that ball, boys. Here's Coquelin having a good game. Sula. Martins. No. We can't afford this. Not today. Not today. How has that happened? We got a touch on it as well. Show me that replay right now. Okay, so pass there. I'm sure Longley got a touch on it. He did. Snapshot from whoever it was. 3-1. Oh, game on.
Barcelona now in potentially a dangerous position. Sergio Roberto.
Yes, come on, I couldn't commentate, I couldn't bring myself to. Really well worked. I'm learning on FIFA 22, guys. And remember, this is an early episode. I haven't played much of this game. But I'm learning that the more patient you are in the build-up, the more you tend to get rewarded. And that's a second goal for Tielemans, who is about to be subbed off. I might have to stop that in its tracks, actually. Okay, we've stopped it. Tielemans stays on. Griezmann does come on, and we've gone to a 4-2-4 now. Let's have a look at this goal again. It's a really good goal. We worked it. We moved the back line of Villarreal over. We worked ourselves some space, and our number 25 scores his second of the game. Beautiful. Come on, game on.
Not to be advised, giving the ball away there.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Yes! 3-3. 8 minutes left to go. I want to see the replay. Great equaliser. We still need one more to make sure at the very least that we did all we could, even if it's not in our hands, you know? Right, let's have a look at this. Is this a little... The way he took that, yeah, it wasn't a trick pass, sorry, it was the way he controlled the ball here, brought it down. Brilliant finish. And it's 3-3, all to play for, come on. Come on now, come on now, oh, what a save, Sergio. Come on, what a save. Tielemans on for his hat-trick. Took it decently. Great stop from the keeper. Oh. Turn, shoot! Oh my God! How is that not the goal? Look at the clock. Look at the clock. I bet Real Madrid lose and Atletico lose. I bet you this could have been a... Look, we've got a corner. Is the keeper coming up? He's not. Why? Oh, he is. Is he? Look, we're going to try it. Dembele with the corner. That's it. It's done. It's done. Please tell me that Real Madrid and Atletico both won their games. Please. That's all I want to know right now. Real Madrid lost. Real Madrid lost. Atletico won. Okay. That means we end the season off in third and we mathematically could not have won the league. I'm kind of relieved. Look. We left a little bit to be desired there in our performance this season. Let's have a look at our stats. Right, first off, guys, that is the team that we end off season 1 with. Does it pass the eye test? I would say yes. Again, the only area I would say we're potentially lacking in maybe fullbacks and maybe one of our front three could be like an actual world beater. Like none of them are Messi levels, Neymar levels, Suarez levels. They're just a little bit behind. However, we did the best we could. You know, I think we made some smart moves. We did some smart business. Just wasn't quite enough. Griezmann, our top scorer, but of course a lot of those goals, most of those goals were for Atletico. Depay did score 23 in the season. Gnabry was a good signing in the end. 15 goals in the league, 19 overall. Ansu Fati coming through. If we do a season 2, he could be really important for us. Tielemans, of course, a really good signing for us as well. 11 assists for him, Tielemans. Tops our assists chart. Depay with 10, De Jong with 9, Griezmann with 8, Gnabry with 7. It was the signings that did it for us and performed for us in the end. So as we saw, third in the league, lost in the quarter-final of the Champions League to Real Madrid, including a 2-0 loss at the Nou Camp when we could have turned it round. We did win the Supercopa against Atletico with a 3-2 victory, so we did get some silverware. But in the Copa de España, we did get to the final and lose to Real Madrid, so another heartbreaking time for Barca. Overall, at the bare minimum, we did get silverware, but I can't call this a success, guys. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to leave a like. Please leave all of your ratings out of 10 for how you think my business was in this rebuild down in the comments. Give me your advice, your thoughts, whatever you want, guys. Leave a like on it. I think there's some unfinished business here. If you want to see an episode 2, guys, of this, let's get it to 30 likes. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you next time.